Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to you all. I hope you guys are doing very well and you had a wonderful weekend and you're ready to kickstart your show with me, Muhammad Maktoum, early on this morning. Today we have a fantastic way to wake you up. We have got some beautiful musicians in the studio, and as you know, a great artist is a great teacher as they shape the human mind and body and soul. And an artist can help in nourishing our souls and our culture as well. The devotion to being part of a band, to making music, to getting it out there, it shows a different level of character, it shows creativity, and it shows devotion to getting something that's accessible by society. And to paraphrase John Lennon, because this is a beautiful phrase, art is a way to express how a society feels, not as a preacher, not as a leader, but as a reflection of us all. So to discuss the importance of music and what's happening in the music scene, we've been joined by the band Rescurrection, and they've got some music out there. They've been around for a while, and it's quite a complicated story, so we're going to get the story from them. So we've been joined by Usman Ayub, who is on vocals. Assalamu alaikum, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Wake up, guys. Like, you need to, I want energy from you, because I'm on my own today. Besides Usman, we've been joined by Noroz Dani, who is on lead guitar. Assalamu alaikum, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Besides Noroz, we've been joined by Farhan Ahmed, who is on bass. Assalamu alaikum, good morning.
Wa alaikum salam.
Thank you for joining us. Besides Farhan, we've been joined by Shah Ahmed, who is on drums. Assalamu alaikum, good morning.
Good morning.
So I want you guys to face me as well, because you're going to be talking to me. So thank you so much for joining us. So I'm going to start with you, Noroz. Tell us about your band. How did you start? Because you've been together since 2006, but there's been a lot of changes.
Okay, so basically the band's original members were Hassan Zafar and Shah Ahmed.
Yes.
Only Shah is here with us now.
Yes.
Among the original
So
members.
we should ask Shah this story. Why am I asking you, Noroz? Okay, you can start and we'll jump to Shah.
So basically they were the main band, and I became friends with them, and I started to enjoy the same music as they did, and I wanted to join in. And I joined the band, and at the time when I joined, there were around 6 to 7 members. Shesha, do you remember?
About,
a lot of members
Yeah.
in the band, but the core members were us three, and slowly all of it filtered out, and it became 5 core members, including a new vocalist and a new bassist. We stuck with this lineup for around 4 years till 2010, until our lead vocalist, he had to leave for his bachelor's to America. So then we were looking for a new vocalist and also a new bassist. He also left. And my cousin Hassan, he's not here, he's in the States right now. He told me that he had a great vocalist and a bassist, and he also plays the guitar. So I just went to his place one day and I saw Usman, Farhan and Hassan. They were casually jamming on the song Sweet Child, and I just saw his vocals and I just said, okay, he's in.
Oh, excellent. Okay, sure, sir. You have to take over now. So you decided to form the band. Why?
Yeah, well, because we were all interested in music, and we wanted the creative outputs, and I was great friends with the original Hassan Zafar, so it was like a no-brainer. I mean, the day I got my drums, that was the day we first jammed together.
Okay.
We didn't know how to play, but we still jammed together.
Okay,
And,
so it's natural.
Yeah, and from there, it just, we would like jam for like 4 to 6 hours every weekend.
Okay.
And, it was just him and me. So we, got a lot going. And then when Rose joined in, then we started playing live.
Okay. The music that you guys are doing, it's thrash and
It's
heavy
basically metal.
metal.
Yep.
Okay. Now, why did you pick that genre?
That's the only genre I like.
Oh, okay.
Which I prefer, actually.
Okay, which you prefer.
So I wanted to play what I loved. So,
Okay,
yep.
excellent. And for the Pakistani audience as well.
It's a bit difficult to put across.
Yep.
But you find surprising people who actually get into it.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so Farhan, when Noroz came to you guys and said, this is cool, what's going on? So what were your thoughts? Did you want to join a band? Tell us.
Yes, definitely, because when he came over to us, so we were already in the band. Hassan and I were in Zerb, and Usman was in Overdrive. And well, Zerb sort of had like, commercial music, okay, and Hassan and I were always into metal, like Megadeth, Metallica. So I met him, and I saw that these guys play that same kind of music. So I was really into it, and I really wanted to join, and we were really inclined towards joining as well, as much as they were.
Okay.
So yeah.
And what about you, Usman? Because you were already part of another band, right?
Yeah, I was
So
basically
you
playing.
a deflector.
No, I'm not. I was playing guitars for another band, basically.
Okay.
No, I wasn't doing vocals.
Yeah.
I really wanted to, pursue my vocal side of music, and that's why basically I was also really inspired by different heavy and heavy rock band as well. For example, Linkin Park, and you have Metallica, and many events unfold. And I really wanted to play them live and want to sing them live, and that's why Hassan reached me and he told me, hey, let's jam together.
Oh, excellent.
I was like, all right, great.
Okay, now in regards to the creativity, because you guys are all into metal, right, into the heavier genre, how difficult was it to get it across out there? Like Shersha's already mentioned, it's quite hard to translate it for the Pakistani audience, but you guys have opened up for bands, for singers, really big ones. How have people reacted? I'll ask you this.
Basically, most of our performance is actually a performance. It's not just music, it's actually our performance. So people who are not even interested in metal, when they see us perform, they see us jumping around on stage and headbanging, they just start to go crazy. So that's how we get them to start listening to our music.
Excellent.
Because if we're just standing there static and just playing the guitar, not doing anything, they start to get bored, because that's the kind of music that they don't like.
Okay.
So we entertain them with our performance along with our music, and that's how we get their attention.
Okay, now who is the most creative out of all of you guys? Who comes up with the music? Who comes up with the lyrics? I mean, when you guys are making your own music? Or do you just jam to
Basically,
covers?
it's a whole band effort.
Okay.
I won't say it's an individual effort. We just have this session together. Basically, it's a really casual session. We would go.
Well, it doesn't seem casual because you guys are so formal right now. Everyone's like, right, let's be professional. You need to relax.
It's a TV. We have to be.
No, relax. It's fine. It's not a political show. Yeah.
So basically, we usually just hang out in a hotspot, and we start discussing regarding our band and our originals, future originals, and that's how we come up with all the creativity. We come up with all the innovation. We put in each of our individual ideas, and we combine them and form a different idea.
Okay. Now, up until now, you guys have been, you've released 2 singles, one with the original lineup and one with the new lineup. Now, how difficult is it to get music out there? Because the industry is quite tough right now. So I will ask Farhan this question. How difficult do you find it, putting your music out there? Is it nerve-wracking, or would you rather stick to doing covers and things like that?
Well, it is kind of tough, to be very honest, okay, because you get a lot of feedback. Let's be very clear on that, okay? Because if one person is saying that's really good, you'll find another one who says that, no, it's not good, okay, the vocals are lacking here, the lyrics are lacking here. So you get a lot of feedback, okay, a lot of negative comments too sometimes. But the thing is that the true followers that we have on our social media pages, I think that they are really good supporters of ours, and they really do support it, okay, they will share it everywhere they can. So we do gain like a lot of following out of
Okay.
it.
Great.
So, but comparatively, a cover is relatively easy.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, because people have heard it, so they can relate to it like on at a quicker level.
Exactly.
Basically.
Okay, well that's very good, because you guys have been, like Shersha, the original lineup has been almost 10 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. My research is fine. Now, in regards to that, what have you found works better? Have you found that, is that why you stuck to doing more covers than releasing your own music, or because of the feedback, or what are you guys doing?
Covers are generally a bit safer in Pakistan because people have already heard them, so they're a bit more accepting. Something new, it doesn't always, go down so well with people, but there are some people that, appreciate
Okay.
new stuff.
Okay, great. And you guys are going to be coming out with some new stuff.
Yeah.
This time,
Very soon,
definitely.
inshallah.
Everyone's like, yes,
Very
yes,
soon.
yes. Okay, so can I trouble you guys for some music now?
Yeah,
Is it too soon?
Sure.
So, Nuruz, our lead guitarist. So what are we going to listen to, Usman? Tell us.
The rose you tell us.
Nuruz, you tell us what are we listening
We're going to do a little Coke studio for you guys.
to. Okay.
This is Asrar Sabako Ali Ali.
Okay.
सब आँखों अली अली दम अली अली लजपाल मैं भी आँखा अली अली दम अली अली लजपाल Lajpal. सब आँखों अली अली दम अली अली लजपाल मैं भी आँखा अली अली दम अली अली लजपाल मेरा आका मुर्शद पीर मेरे पाक नबी दाबीर जब है दरदा में रंग वेखा मेरा लूलू पवे धमाल सब आँखों अली अली दम अली अली लजपाल मैं भी आँखा अली अली दम अली अली लजपाल वलियां दा सरदार अली हर दौर दे दुखियां दा खमखार अली हर दौर दे वलियां दा सरदार अली हर दौर दे दुखियां दा खमखार अली खुदा दा शेर दुश्मन लई हनेर अली खुदा दा शेर दुश्मन लई हनेर ओ अली दराजू नबी तबाजू दाखो जलाल बुराखो सब आँखों अली अली दम अली अली लजपाल मैं भी आँखा अली अली दम अली अली लजपाल मेरा आका मुर्शद पीर मेरे पाक नबी दाबीर जब है दरदा में रंग वेखा मेरा लूलू पवे धमाल सब आँखों अली अली दम अली अली लजपाल मैं भी आँखा अली अली दम अली अली लजपाल
Excellent. That was very nice. That's very good. So when you have to do this kind of performance, you've been on other channels and things like that. How do you select the music that you're going to perform? Because you're into metal, but this is not metal. This is showcasing your talent, which is fantastic, but it's not, doesn't represent you guys.
Yep, exactly.
So what do you guys do?
So basically, this is...
That's a tough question. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
exactly. This is our first performance as a band together on live television.
Oh, yay!
So,
Excellent.
yeah. So I'm gonna basically put a perspective of performing live.
Okay.
Well, doing live, we basically judge the crowd, or what kind of crowd is it.
Okay.
We mix our set list with heavy metal songs as well, and as well as commercials, so that if we don't get a really good response from a metal song, we'll perform a commercial song in order to get them pumped up again.
Okay.
And so it's basically, having a plan on stage and implementing it the right way.
Okay, excellent. So that's a lot of thinking that goes into that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Definitely.
now tell me, Noraz, who have you guys supported? Because you've opened up for some big names. So tell us about your journey about that.
Well, our first live performance, a big live performance when we opened up, was I think for Ali Asmat. That's when we started.
Yes, I know, that's what my research said. So I was like, come on, tell us, guys.
Really? Okay. I thought I might be wrong.
No.
Okay, so
That's what it says on your information page.
Okay. So as this lineup, so that was back in 2011. I still remember that day that Ali Asmat, he didn't have a guitar pick, and he took my guitar pick.
Oh,
and I was
okay.
like, oh, Ali Asmat took my guitar pick. Yeah, I went around telling people that he has my pick.
That's amazing. So how did it feel to open up for someone, who has such a, so established, was part of Junoon, there were idols in them, own self, people looked up to them. So how was it opening up for him? Because I remember when I was like, I'm not saying how old I was when they released the song, but I remember when I was really young and their song came out, they were huge.
Yeah, they were huge, but when you're performing live with a band like that, you learn a lot, because when you go on stage, you look at your own sound, you look at your own performance, and you gauge the crowd's reaction. Then when you step off and the main band comes on stage, and then you see, I was looking at the guitarist and what he was doing and what I was doing wrong. And I just saw that his sound was so much better than mine. It was so crisp and it was so clear.
Yeah.
And I could see that the vocal, obviously Ali Asmat, he's been around for a long time, how he was grasping the attention of the crowd, and how, they were well coordinated, and they were just they were just having fun on stage. They were just improvising as if they're just jamming in the jam room and people were just enjoying.
Okay.
So you learn a lot on how to deal with the crowd and how to deal with especially the sound system on stage.
Okay, excellent. Fran, tell me, because you're the bassist, right? And it's always the bassist and the drummers, like they always the quieter ones, or the ones that kind of just bop around, so how was it for you to perform in front of such a big crowd for such a big name?
Well, it was really nice. First of all, it was a really good experience. I'll be honest, I might have been a little freaked out when I
I
went
was going to
on
ask you, were you
stage.
guys nervous? Because that's like
A little
nerve-wracking.
bit, a little bit, slightly, yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, it was totally worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, the fun we had on stage. Okay, obviously it was like our first biggest performance. Okay, so I mean, it went really well.
Okay,
we
excellent.
thought we would like make like a lot of mistakes,
Yeah.
but we didn't.
Okay, and to be honest, I bet the crowd can't even tell half the time, really.
Most of the time they
Most
can't.
of the time.
They can't.
Most of the time.
Okay, excellent. So how was it for you to sing, to open up for such a big name?
Basically,
You were there, right?
Yeah, I was there. So it was really fantastic, especially the crowd's response. It was my first time being a lead singer for a band, so it was quite a nerve-wracking performance. And also the fact that I was performing for the first time as a lead singer, there was a lot of pressure on me.
Okay.
So even in the end, I think we performed really well, and although there were some parts that we were lacking during the performance, but we kind of built that up, and now we are, something that near to be perfect.
Okay, excellent. Now, in regards to your band, like you've now hopefully got your final lineup, and there won't be too many more changes. But in regards to bands these days, a lot of them are using their platform, the social media, their music to highlight issues, social issues, or certain things that are bugging them. How important do you think it is as a band for you guys to maybe go in that direction or maybe stay away from that direction? What do you feel? I'll ask you first, Noraz. The rest of you have to think about it because I want you all to answer it.
That's a good question. Up till now, we haven't really touched that area because it's a really delicate area. You have to establish a firm stance and you have to stick with it throughout. So up till now, we haven't really gone into it. We've just been neutral on everything, neutral on politics, neutral on everything, and not highlighting social issues as well. But it's a good way to go about it. If your band, for example, our band's name, Rescurrection, the ideology is quite different from if, for example, we highlight a social issue as a band called Rescurrection, it wouldn't make much sense. So
It could. It'd be like, bad things happen and then you come back to life and you try again and it's all good. No? Okay.
maybe.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, so how about you? Do you feel like do you think that bands should be highlighting social issues or do you think they should just stick to the music and entertainment?
For me, I think so. Lyrically, I would prefer expressing human emotions, really common emotions that a human faces in their daily routine. I won't go to the social issues side because that becomes a little bit, a little bit complicated.
Yeah.
It makes the music complicated, and you won't be able to enjoy it. You're basically doing for the people only. You're not doing it for yourself. You're just getting the attention of the people and not enjoying completely.
Exactly.
So basically, there's just a one-side entertainment here.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, like this quote that I used in the beginning, it's you guys should be a kind of reflection of society, not a teacher or a preacher. What about you, Farhan? How do you feel about your music?
Well, what I think that, well, you see, there are like different kinds of issues. Okay,
Yeah.
first of all, let's get clear on that. Now, there are some issues on which people have different opinions. Okay, like for example, politics. But other than that, if you look at other issues like poverty or terrorism, okay, now I think that these are ideas that you can actually touch a little bit. Okay, you can express your views upon that because. In that case, most of the people will have the same opinion.
Yeah.
So, you basically tell the people that, yeah, you're with them, okay? And I think it's like a good way of developing your PR.
Okay, exactly.
Okay, that's what I
that
think.
is a very good way, and it's also a good way to show the unity. So you're kind
Exactly.
of doing both things. How about you, Shersha? Because you're one of the originals, so you probably have a lot of say.
I think it's say, to address social issues, it's best to do it a bit indirectly.
Yeah.
Because if you do it directly, then you will have people who say, you highlighted this issue, why didn't you highlight that issue? So some issues you just can't win with. So even if you express an opinion on it, you will find some people not agree with it. And that just causes problems. So I think if you want to do it, you could do it like indirectly or in passing, but not like in your face, like, oh, this is bad,
Yeah.
oh, this is good.
Okay, so that's what you would prefer
Yeah.
if you were to listen to. Yeah, I'm not just like, this is not like, oh, you have to do social. I'm just kind of getting your opinions because we've had some bands who really highlight, you know, but it's good to highlight human emotions because in Pakistan we're not so good at expressing them. So with that, we're going for a short break, and when you come back, we'll continue our conversation with the band Rescurrection. Do stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. And before the break, we were discussing music and the situation right now with the band Rescurrection. We have lovely guys in the studio, and I'm trying to get them to relax, and now they finally have. So anyway, so where were we before the conversation ended? We're talking about the importance of subjectivity and having social issues with the music, but you guys have all kind of unanimously said that you want to entertain and get music out there. Farhan, you mentioned that when you put your own music out there, there's more criticism or more feedback. Now, how do you deal with it? For you, Osman, how do you deal with the feedback or criticism on your vocal ability? It must be quite scary because that's your tool.
Basically, it's kind of a bit of hurtful because you put a lot in it. You've you've done this, you've done practice a lot each and every day, and someone who just comes up and just say it like you don't sing really well is something that's just take all that hard work away.
Knife in the heart.
Yeah, knife in the heart, exactly. So
But
basically,
so how do you deal with it? So how do you get over that?
so basically, there are two kinds of criticism. It's basically one that's just straightforward. There is nothing substantial about it, and then there's constructive criticism. I usually listen to constructive criticism. That's something that's basically helps you develop on your vocal ability, and that is something that I have learned to listen to, and the other one I have learned to trash away.
Okay.
So
So you've learned how to be more selective in
Yeah,
what you're
exactly.
listening to. How about you, Anurose?
Basically, the criticism that I receive on my face to face, when someone tells me that this is wrong or this is not, this was bad, I don't really mind that at all because I take that as constructive criticism. But the criticism that I hear from other people, someone tells me that, oh, that person was saying that Rescurrection isn't good, that kind of hurts me, that, oh, why is he talking about our band behind our back?
Yeah, okay.
So that's kind of hurtful. But other than that, when someone comes up to me and says that, oh, you made a mistake there and you made a mistake there, I just acknowledge it and I just move on. I try
Okay.
to get better, and I don't really take it personally.
Okay, that's really sweet. You guys still have feelings. You're not like all too cool. Like, okay, how about you, Farhan?
Well, I think that it's really important for you to listen to all kind of criticism in order to grow. Now, of course, like there are hate comments as well. Let's be very frank about that. But
Some people out there just hate you, like as in not you guys. One just hates something.
exactly,
can't do
that
anything.
happens. Okay, and I mean, we do have people like those, like
Yeah,
who totally
we do,
hate
we do.
us.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, same.
That happens.
We're all in the same boat.
That really happens. Okay, I can tell you that. But apart from that, the thing is that we take it as a lesson. Let's be very frank on that, very clear on that actually. That the thing is that you're supposed to learn from your mistakes. Okay, that if you're making a mistake and if you did something that the crowd didn't like, then I think you should learn from it instead of just sulking over it. You know, I don't think.
Just ignoring the crowd, saying, "Well, you don't like it. I'm still
Exactly,
gonna
no.
do it."
I mean, like, you see, you should, like Narose said, you should totally acknowledge it. But you should also try to learn from it and make sure that you don't make the same mistake again.
Okay.
Okay, because basically, like, the thing is that when you're producing music, you have to admit that you're putting it, if you're putting it out there, you're doing it for the crowd. Let's be frank about that.
Okay, well, we're very frank today. Excellent. It's not for us, we're doing it for the people. Okay, how about you, Shersha? How do you deal with it?
Well, I haven't received criticism on
yeah.
our performance. Yes, I haven't.
Basically,
Why?
after the performance, it was like, the drama is really good. The drama is really good.
Yeah.
And we're like, shit.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Okay, great. So you're
I
fine.
don't get hate from the crowd. I get hate from them when the crowd appreciates me.
I'm not
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
another way of putting it.
So okay, okay, excellent. So you are the most popular one. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so how do you guys deal with that? How does it feel when you're getting constructive criticism and everyone's like, Shersha's great?
Not well. They
It's
don't-
just
they don't
been
deal
like
with
that
it
for
well.
like 5 years now.
So you're used to it now.
Yeah,
You're
you're
used
used
to
to it
laugh
now.
about it.
Okay, great. Now, this is one thing now, because I do want some music. Actually, no, let's get some music and then I'll ask the question. So,
Alright,
okay.
give us another tune, Narose and Osman.
So we've been planning to do this for like months now. We're planning to complete the song. It's our original song.
Oh, great.
So it's really short right now.
That's
like
fine.
1.5 minutes.
That's
So
Take it away, guys.
it's an Urdu song.
Great. And then you can tell us what it means afterwards.
All right.
चलिए अब कहीं छोड़ के सब यहीं हर खुशी है सांसों से जुड़ी मेरी वो यादें तेरी हर घड़ी पीछा करे जीने न दे परछाइयाँ तेरी हर तरफ तेरी खुशियाँ रुसवाइयाँ मेरी जालिम याद तेरी टूटी उम्मीदें सब मेरी जीने न दे ये बेबसी
Not giving too much away.
That was very nice. So what is that about? Who wrote it? What is it about?
Basically, a friend of mine wrote it.
Okay.
Her name is Zoha Zuberi.
Sorry, what about that?
Zoha Zuberi.
Okay.
You might have heard her name.
Yep.
So she's a really good lyricist, and we came up with this tune and melody, and I asked her if she can write some lyrics on it. And I told her that it should be about having this feeling of losing someone important in your life, and living your life now without that person, and
Oh gosh, it's an
emotions going through
emotional one.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I could sense
It's
the
really sad.
sadness.
Yeah.
I could sense
You
the
can-
sadness. And I was thinking, oh gosh, what are you doing to my viewers? We're supposed to cheer them up on a Monday. But no, that was beautiful. And, best of luck. And I hope we get to hear it when it's complete as well. Yes?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes?
yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna see
Wake
us
up,
again.
guys. Okay, no. Okay, now on a serious note, we're talking about the criticism and attention and everything. I'm sorry, it's so funny. Thank God I'm not in a band. Now, how do you actually deal with that? Because you have an instrument, you guys all play together. How do you deal with the competitive streaks? Because we're human beings. We have jealousy in us. We have competition within us. How do you guys deal with it? Because in the last decade, there's been a lot of changes as well with your group lineup. So what do you guys do? I'll start with you, Sharsha, because I think you have the easiest ride. How do you get everyone to be like, no, guys, we have to stick together. This is cool.
Well, some days are tough. Like sometimes, people, don't feel very influenced. They don't feel very, motivated. So, the rest of us, tell that person, it's okay. I mean, you'll find that motivation again.
Okay.
People go through phases of motivation.
So you're just very accepting. I feel like you're a very calm, chill band. You're just like, they're going through a phase, they'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's,
You're like
there's
a-
never really been someone in the band who just says that, okay, because of this criticism, I'm just quitting.
Or attention, like lack of attention, or, do you guys,
that's
none of
not
that?
happened to
We
anyone.
Yeah.
take some breaks,
Yeah.
but we don't, have this thing called I'm really sad right now, so I'm gonna, quit the band.
Okay.
So that's
Well,
not
really,
happened.
like,
That's
I'm-
not ever.
Or
happened
I'm,
before.
this person's getting too much attention. This is not cool because I do all the
No,
work.
that never happened.
Never happened. No, because this is
We-
when I was researching about bands. Even like from all the last decades, all the great bands split up after a point because of the egos start clashing.
Yeah.
So that's what I
No,
want to ask.
I don't think so. That happened up till now.
Okay, great. Yeah, you guys are very chilled, like a bit too chilled. But great. Okay, and now I want a final question from you guys. Answer final question, and then you're going to give us a bit more upbeat song. Okay.
Okay.
What do you guys hope to achieve in the rest of 2016? Because it's been quite a tough year for a lot of people. So I'm going to start with you, Sharsha, and I'll work my way down.
Well, I have my own drum cover page besides the band.
Okay.
So I want to put more material out for the people there. I put out about like 3-4 drum covers. I want to put out like 3-4 more.
Excellent.
Finish a couple of songs with the band, hopefully 3 or 4, so we can actually put out an extended play, so the viewers have something to listen to.
Excellent.
So we can start playing those songs live and not just stick to covers, because that gets a bit boring over time.
Yeah.
So I would hope to accomplish that in
Well, I'm sure
2016.
you will.
Yeah.
How about you, Farhan?
Well, my vision for the band in the next till the end of 2016 is that, well, definitely, like Sharsha said, we want to come up with more material. Okay, definitely that is our priority. As in that, like, I'm sure you're like aware of that. That, like, the music scene in Islamabad in general has been like really dead since the past couple of years.
Yeah.
And well, now we're really trying to revive it, and we're trying that something really positive comes out of it, and things can go back to the way they were back in like 2010 or 2011. Okay, like live performances happening everywhere and stuff like that. So that's my vision, and I really hope that we're able to achieve that by the end of this year.
Excellent. Because there are a lot more live performances happening in cafes and stuff as well.
Definitely.
People are trying.
It's been,
Yeah.
it's been
I'm going to come
confined
to you in a minute.
All right.
Wait,
All right,
your turn.
I'm gonna
No,
say
now I'm gonna be
Thailand
strict. What about you, Nurul?
Okay, so I'm going to be honest. Our
Please be
second guitarist, my cousin Hassan, he's just left for America for his masters. So I thought that when he would leave, we would just simply split up slowly.
Okay.
That's what I thought. But actually, the exact opposite of that happened. As soon as he left, we just
Maybe he was the guy holding us
high
back.
gear again, and he's just messaging us, "What the hell's going on? Why am I not included in this?" why were you doing this when I was here?
Bless him. Okay.
So-
Well, when he comes back, we can do, we'll get you guys all on the
He's
show as a
coming back
complete.
Yeah.
after 2 years.
4 months. So
No,
yeah,
he's coming in the
He'll be
winter.
back after
Oh,
4
wow.
months.
All right.
Wow.
I thought he's gonna come
Someone-
back after
Someone's getting a bit carried away. Yeah, go on.
So what I want to do is I want to come out with haven't yet come out with a music video.
Okay.
Because when you don't have a video, people don't really listen to your song. Very few people click on the SoundCloud link. You're basically your friends and friends of friends. But if you have a video and you market it properly, a lot of people listen to it. Even people who don't listen to your music, they'll just look at the video and then through that they'll listen to your music. So that's my main vision, that this original, the one we just showed you right now, I want a video for it this year.
Okay.
A proper
If you need
professional
someone to
video.
be in, I'm going to do a Shazad. If you need someone to be acting in, I'm trying my hand at acting these
Oh,
days.
yeah. We're gonna pause it.
Okay, go on. So what about you?
So 3 things: originals, video, and more concerts.
Excellent.
That's the main 3 things that we're concentrating on.
Perfect and very precise.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. I want another song, though.
Okay,
please.
yeah,
But I
absolutely.
want a happy one.
Yeah. It's,
Do we
it is
have a happy
one? Basically, we're gonna be making cover a rock version of Dil Dil Pakistan, and this is gonna be out in on Wednesday or Tuesday,
Okay.
or Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay, great.
So
But
we're
bef-
gonna perform it.
Okay, but before you guys start, I'm gonna log off with my viewers. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. If you need any information, do log onto our Facebook fan page, which is with the name of World This Morning. Our Twitter page, World This Morning without a G. Our Daily Motion and YouTube page, World This Morning. The repeat is at 5 past midnight. And at the end of the day, music can be used to bridge gaps, to increase tolerance, and to show that we are all one, and it can make you feel good. So they're gonna make us feel good. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you bright and early tomorrow.
ऐसी ज़मीं और आसमां इनके सिवा जाना कहाँ बढ़ती रहे ये रोशनी चलता रहे ये कारवां दिल दिल पाकिस्तान जा जा पाकिस्तान 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 दिल दिल से मिलते हैं तो प्यार का चेहरा बनता है चेहरा बनता है भूल के लड़ी में फिरोंगे तो फिर सहरा बनता है चेहरा बनता है ओ दिल दिल पाकिस्तान जा जा पाकिस्तान दिल दिल पाकिस्तान जा जा पाकिस्तान दिल दिल पाकिस्तान जा जा पाकिस्तान